Coronavirus and Chinese New Year disrupted the whole e-commerce business.
This is the epicenter of the virus outbreak.
And the shops that are open won't let anyone in unless they're wearing a mask.
And a lot of people actually couldn't run their online businesses because of this. Now, logistics is probably one of the biggest issues at the moment. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Last month in February, we made about $170,000 right here. And so today, I'm gonna show you guys how I was able to generate close to $200,000, and also because I created a long-term, sustainable branded niche store. Now, without further ado, let's start. Well, it wasn't all fun and games, but in this video, I will talk about how I was able to ship my items in USA and cut the delivery time down to 1 to 6 business days. With maintaining a branded niche store, I was able to increase my average order value and have a high perceived value on the products that I was selling so that I can improve the shopping experience for all of my customers. Now with Facebook ads, we actually had to downscale due to scaling too fast, and our suppliers couldn't keep up, so we were struggling with that. But this goes to say that we needed to build a team as well due to the heavy workload for ourselves and for our current VA. We needed to have more people on board. Finally, we had to diversify so I can focus on the business growth so that I can take this to the next level. And we started applying like email and SMS marketing and other paid methods. Well, we all know the effect of coronavirus and Chinese New Year with drop shippers. So we had to think our strategy so that we can continue our business without a disruption. Luckily, I've been here before. You know, a lot of drop shippers can't run their online businesses right now, but that's good for us, for those people that are looking long term. Now, logistics is probably one of the biggest issues at the moment, even till now, end of February. So that is where my main focus is right now. I want to be able to improve the customer shopping experience until they get the product. So at the moment, we are doing between 2 to 6 delivery time. Once a person orders from our website, it gets delivered to them in under 5 days usually, or 3 days usually. So this should help us increase our sales even more. The benefits of building a niche branded store. There are always ways to dropship, but since dropshippers are mainly taught the AliExpress way by different gurus, then we had the advantage to go in deeper. I started to look at suppliers within USA and different kinds of wholesalers. In fact, we contacted about 50 agents and companies, and finally we found 3 suppliers that we can work with, and today we were able to meet our needs, which was around 1 to 6 business day deliveries. The main one is from AliExpress, and we had 2 other backups. We found through eBay, and the last one through just googling wholesale supplier plus our product, and then we just contacted them. This was the first hurdle that we had to go through until we began scaling again. We had so much orders that our backups are struggling to keep up as well, and now other problems keep coming up and we need to act fast. So then I contacted multiple fulfillment centers, and that wasn't easy as I had to get up at 5 a.m. or even as early as 4 a.m. to do call meetings with them since I live in New Zealand. It is true what they say. The more you scale, the more problems you will experience. Most of you guys are probably drop shipping through AliExpress, which is typically 10 to 30 business days. And I didn't want that. So basically, this is how we started our branded niche store. We've been running this store for almost a year, which is giving us consistent profit every single month, which gives us the competitive advantage against normal drop shippers. This is not new, and many big brands had started this way until they private labeled. Now this is probably the right way to do drop shipping even since early 2000s. I believe that it doesn't even matter if you are drop shipping or not, as long as you can create a branded feeling with more focus on the consumer than the product, then you can safely call it your own e-commerce store.
This is actually the mini little box that I designed. Okay, so you open it up.
This is the power of branding in your dropshipping store, as you can make it sustainable and give profit on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. We knew we didn't want to stick with AliExpress long shipping time for 2 to 5 weeks, so we had to think of a different way. With this branded niche store, I wanted to, like I said before, improve the customer shopping experience, and I want to focus on delivering the goods, high quality goods, okay, first of all, and secondly, I want to be able to deliver it to them and compete with Amazon, you know, under 3 days shipping. Hopefully we find a supplier, and we can find a fulfillment center that can fulfill our orders within those time frames. Now, as most of you know, I teach Facebook ads mainly here on my YouTube channel. So our main source of marketing strategy for our branded niche store is using Facebook ads, and this drives at least 90% of our sales. There's actually 2 things that we did. We created an evergreen testing campaign that allowed us to continue recycling content without saturating the audience with the same video or photos. I just created a funnel that generated us $14,000 in 1 day.
What kind of funnel?
Good question. It's the Facebook funnel ads, a simple one that I created right here. All right. The first one is testing ground, where you test your creatives, and then you just go down the funnel. Cold and lookalikes, MOF, which is middle of the funnel retargeting, and bottom of the funnel hot retargeting. And finally, the second thing is we hired an agency to shoot the products for us, and this allowed us to create our own content and to have trademark a video so other dropshippers won't be able to use that. We then just created multiple CBOs for best interest, best lookalikes, and tested those until we just duplicated those campaigns to scale easily. Dude, I just got an insane idea.
Hey, what do you mean? What kind of idea?
Why don't we hire more people so that I can focus more on the business growth? Because I think we're kind of lacking manpower. Well, at the very start of the year, we already knew that we were gonna do big numbers. Before February, we already predicted that, and we had to keep our team updated and trained at the same time. Because if we were gonna do big numbers, we need more manpower. To start, we only had 2 VAs. They were only handling order fulfillments and customer service. But like I said, we need more people in the team. We decided to hire a product importer and video creator through Upwork by uploading a job description. It was a pretty easy task. You basically just go on Upwork, put your title and then a job description in there, and then you just interview a few people until it meets your requirement.
Yasmina, you're hired.
The purpose is so we can quickly test and have more products online as we scale. We would do weekly calls to see where we are at, and I had to create training documents for the new members in our team. Now this wasn't easy. I had to video myself, and I also had to create documents and many documents so that they can follow the training guide as well. Have a team manager as well once you start growing your team. I've got one huge step for you guys. If you are ever trying to create an online business, a proper branded online business, whether it's a dropshipping store or just a normal e-commerce store, then I recommend you guys start documenting everything that you do from the very beginning. I should have done this from the start, okay? And this is taking so much time, more time than usual, but I'm doing this now. I'm hiring more people, so I need to create training documents for them. Later on, I'm gonna be videoing myself so that they have that personal experience with me. Okay, I'm gonna be video calling them, training them, and guiding them throughout. And once that's done, we should be able to scale even further. There is one thing that we actually neglected when we created this drop shipping branded store, which is the back-end stuff such as emails and SMS and even other apps that can boost our average order value and sales. We knew we lacked in this area, which is the back-end marketing of our branded niche store. Not many people teach this in YouTube, and not many gurus will go over this because they don't implement this into their store as well. So we wanted to improve this so that we can increase our sales overall. We knew that there's many potential and much more potential with email marketing, so we went on reallygoodemails.com to search for theme emails, and we decided to implement this in our email flows and also our campaigns on Klaviyo. Now we also started segmenting our email list so that we can increase our chance of getting repeat customers and therefore improve our lifetime value. This enabled us to get free traffic and basically free sales to push our profit up to 4 to 6x on return on ad spend. We also implemented different apps to help us improve our average order value, which is AOV, from $60 to $75. Imagine that. You get $15 extra profit per order. And then we went on to more channels by implementing SMS marketing and also Google Ads. And then finally, we created a one product page using Zipify for our best-selling product.
Landing page and sales funnel builder that seamlessly integrates with your Shopify store. Start by choosing a template from our ever-growing template library,
which basically just doubled our profit. Quick note, if you're trying to scale, then start creating one product page for best product so that you can easily scale that even with Facebook ads. Now we are going to be focusing on that since we've created a team. You know, we have the logistics and the order fulfillment sorted and all the customer service sorted as well. We can now focus on the back end so that we can increase the lifetime value and also the repeat customers. Alright, so you're probably wondering how much did I actually made in profit during this time when I made $168,000 in February. Well, this is it here. I made about $46,000 in profit and also 27% in profit margin. Now, most of the costs, the expenses will come from the product costs and also Facebook ads, okay? But as soon as we sort everything out, all right, in terms of the logistics and also the team, we should be able to hit more than $168,000 in 1 month. Then we should expect $300,000 in the next month or two, or maybe even more. Who knows?